Hello, my friends, and welcome to Words of Wisdom Wednesday. I am Kathy Weaver, and you know I am a part of the fan club for Delinda Lane and the Fun, Fearless Female global community of Christian women. I love this group, and Words of Wisdom Wednesday, I always think of what I hear during the week prior as far as the networking groups I'm in and how do you manage a one-on-one and how do I do an infomercial. Delinda is so fantastic at making each of us memorable with her training and coaching on being able to do a 1 minute. And so obviously that timer piece is important. And if you've been able to attend the Thursday afternoon networking events with Fun Fearless Female, that has been awesome because you get to certainly practice and give your 1 minute there. And that is great. What else can we use a timer for? What if you're at a networking event and you get 2 minutes? Think about the timers and the practicing. What if you're in a meeting and you get 15 seconds, which definitely happens also? I'm Kathy Weaver with the Kangen Water Company, and I'd like to help you change your life one sip at a time. 15 seconds goes by super fast. Everything in our world seems to be on a timer. We talk on the phone, it's timed. We sign up for something, you've got 10 minutes to finish. Everything we do is timed. So how important is that timer? Did you know there's a timer app on your Zoom account? Super easy to do. Literally at the bottom of your screen, I'll do it here so we can do it together. At the bottom of your screen, it says apps. If you haven't loaded any apps yet, then you click on the Discover tab. As soon as you click on Discover, you scroll down to Timer, and then you load it, and then you've got a timer right on your screen. I'll see if I can put it on here while this is live so that you can actually see what's happening. So now you have a timer on your screen during your calls. Isn't that the coolest thing ever? And so, boom, there you go. Now you've got a timer app, which is super awesome, and it's from Zoom, okay? That's wonderful because Zoom has changed so much in the last couple of years, lockdown, shutdown, pandemic, whatever you call this time we're in. And so are you using your timer? Whether you do a 1 minute with Delinda, a 15-second at some of your groups, a 2 minute for the Happy Neighborhood Project, that usually is the amount of time we get. What if you go to a speed networking event? Alignable actually offers some speed networking, which is super fun. I think they call it Connect. And you get 3 minutes for those groups. I'm in another group called Christian Women Entrepreneur Network, and that is literally a 4 minute, maybe timed event. So each of you gets 2 minutes and then boom, you're out. So the timer piece is super important. Now, before we worry about the infomercial or your elevator pitch or whatever you call your identifier, have you ever used a timer on your one-on-one calls? Now, I know that probably sounds harsh initially, but let's think about, seriously, let's think about the possibility that these one-on-one calls can go for hours. Seriously, you could be on a call, and if you get along great, that's terrific. But what if you don't? Okay, from a standpoint of, it's not going to be a collaborative effort. This person is not going to be a good partner for you. That this might not be the best fit ever. And so what happens if you're on this call with a person and you need to not be? Okay, so let's consider that right off the bat. So I just wanted to share, honestly, what happens if, and that is what happens if you don't want to be on that call. The timer piece is such a big deal. So how about if we get on a one-on-one call and we're going to say, I need to go in 25 minutes. So you literally set your phone timer or your Zoom timer, and in 25 minutes, you are now off because you will let the phone ring and do that sound that it does when the timer is finished to let the person know, I have had a wonderful time getting to know you better. And I can't wait to set up another opportunity for a one-on-one. This is fantastic. Okay. And so let's consider that, because otherwise think about how long some of your one-on-ones have lasted and what would happen if, and I really seriously mean that with all my heart, what would happen if? And that breaks my heart a lot, because all of a sudden somebody goes, oh my gosh, I was on a one-on-one and it lasted an hour. I don't have that kind of time. Did you set the timer? And if you didn't, it's one of those my bad things. I should have. And if you didn't, what is the deal? And so now you literally say, I apologize ahead of time, but I have a hard stop in 25 minutes. And in 25 minutes, when my timer goes off, I must say goodbye, because my next meeting, I schedule my one-on-ones. I do 1 day for one-on-ones or 2 days or whatever you do. I do 1 day for one-on-ones. And I literally have to make sure that they're every 30-ish minutes. So I can't let any of them go over. So we'll start our goodbyes in 25 minutes. Most of the people are super excited about that. And quite frankly, depending upon your schedule, your product, your service, your timing, you could even do 15. So please consider the timer. Okay. And it's a timer app on Zoom. As I said, at the very bottom of your screen, it says apps. As soon as you click on it, it says, if you don't have any apps yet, you do My Apps or Discover. You click on Discover and scroll down. My timer was like the second or third one there. And as soon as you do that, you can pick timer and then upload it. And now it's on your screen forever, which is pretty cool. And then you determine if you want your timer app to show or not to show. So please consider, again, many reasons for a timer. We set a timer when we're in the K room. I wouldn't know much about that because that's not my thing. But we set a timer for all kinds of things. We pay attention when we go get an oil change. We pay attention when the kids are at the pool and all of a sudden you've got 1 hour. Don't let them out in the sun for longer than that. You set your timer on your watch when you're walking around the neighborhood or doing your laps or whatever you do every day, setting the timer. So we are literally bam, bam, bam. And definitely if you're in a networking event, the timing, you know you're going to be there an hour. I've got to go. I've got a hard stop in 55 minutes. You know what you're going to do at that point. So please, again, if you are timer boundaried, shall we say, and you literally are specific as far as all the timing that you do, it's just a cool thing. First of all, to have the app on Zoom, yes. Set the timer on your phone, absolutely. But it's one of those things, we are governed by timers all day long, regardless whether you like it or not, regardless of how much you use it or not. And please consider a timer on your one-on-one calls, because it really does make things go super well. The person knows ahead of time. You already told me hard stop at 25 minutes from now. So they're ready for it. They hear the bring on your phone and they're good to go. So I just wanted to talk a little bit about timers today, and certainly to thank Delinda for helping us with our 1 minute so that we've got them perfected in such a way that we are confident and fabulous and amazing when we do our infomercials, our 1 minutes, our elevator pitch, whatever you call it, when we're in all these networking events. So happy timing, everybody. And I will see you next week on Words of Wisdom Wednesday. Bye for now. Happy timing.